Here you go, my love.
Perfect. That is exactly what I need right at this very moment in time. Right, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to our little camp, our little kind of holiday destination, if you like. We're having a break, having a bit of time off, but it didn't exactly go to plan, did it, my love?
Yes, as usual with the exPAWers, things don't always go to plan.
Never go to plan.
Never. We planned to go away for a week.
Now, we were going to stay in a, you know, a luxury spa hotel, but Dizzee wasn't really up for that. No, we were actually going to go to the Algarve, weren't we? We were going to go to Portugal, have like a week somewhere and a nice campsite somewhere there, and you know, we just enjoy the sea caves and all that kind of thing.
One last summer holiday before we head up north to the UK.
Yeah, before we travel all the way back. But yeah, things don't go to plan, and now we've actually ended up in a little place called Conil de la Frontera.
Conil is on the Costa del Luz, which is a beautiful Spanish coastline between Gibraltar and Portugal. And it's really nice. As we're having a little mini break, we thought we'd actually check into a campsite, which is something we don't normally do. And this campsite is called Camping Eucalyptus. Now, I've got no idea where it gets that name from at all. It's a little bit rustic. It's really nice and quiet. There's hardly anyone around this time of year. But the best thing about this place is it's got an amazing swimming pool.
Oh, we needed that. We really needed that today, I'm telling you.
Such a nice little pool area though. It's quite a big pool, and you're surrounded by these eucalyptus trees. You've got all these other trees for shade and all this nice tiling and stuff. It's like really nice little area in the centre of the campsite.
Yeah, there's a nice restaurant and bar as well, just at the side there, with a good choice of food, and it's not too expensive.
Drinks are cheap as well.
Yeah, drinks are very cheap. and
we had it all to ourselves, literally, pretty much.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, so another thing about coming to stay this exact time of year, and we didn't know about this, but the Frontera is on in town, which brings us on to about last night. Enjoy a few beverages last night, just a little few.
Which is why that pool is so nice this morning.
Yeah, a great cure for a few beers. good. Hangover cure. Now we're going to have a second coffee and we're going to enjoy our churros that we got from the fair last night.
Oh, look who's come out from under the van, because there's food.
Someone can smell food. So yeah, these are the churros. So you see they're like deep fried. I don't know, I mean what, like, yeah, like donuts kind of thing. Probably more unhealthy than donuts. And then you basically get a little chocolate, you dip it in and then you enjoy that. I mean, I think it's more of a breakfast thing, but a lot of the Spanish kind of have these late at night, don't they, after you've been drinking. Oh, they do have them for breakfast as well, because usually the fairs go on until silly o'clock in the morning, and then people have a coffee and a churro before they go home to bed.
See, where British people may have a curry or a kebab on the way home, a lot of Spanish have a churros. But would you believe that this is only half the portion?
Yeah,
oh,
you
we
get
had
so
half
many.
yesterday.
Yeah, you get so many, don't you?
Oh, two really well behaved dogs, hoping they're going to get some churros. I just got a craving last night, and the fairground happens to be about 30 seconds away from our campsite. Be rude not to. Hold on, Charlie's just done a runner. Charlie's just meeting the neighbours. A little campsite cat prowling around, teasing all the dogs. But Charlie's quite good, yeah, he doesn't go crazy after them. He just wants them to run, and if they run, he'll chase them. But if they don't run and just on the ground, he doesn't know what to do. So he just sits there looking at them, have a little standoff. Quite sweet, really. Charlie, here. There we go. Sit with Mummy and Pappy.
And we're back in the hammock.
Well, Sarah is. Sarah's
Dizzee.
hogging the hammock.
Dizzee is the other we.
Dizzee and Sarah just take over the hammock the whole time. Dizzee the most, I think. But no, yeah, it's been really nice actually staying on a campsite for a change, because as we said, we never normally do this, so it's been nice to actually set up camp. Yeah, it's quite a nice little place this, a little bit rustic, but compared with all the other campsites in the area, it's so well priced.
Yeah.
Like we paid 26 euros, that's us, two people, 2 dogs and the van. So if you didn't have 2 dogs, it'd be 20 euros.
Yeah, which is really good. There's actually, I think, 6 campsites altogether in Conil, I think. Did we say 6?
6, yeah.
Yeah, we looked at the other prices and they were like closer to 40 euros.
Like
actually,
35 to 40 plus, yeah, like 45 euros
like
with
the campsites
everything.
have gone up in price this year. Perhaps it's because so many people are choosing
Supply
to
and
do
demand,
yeah, camping and stuff. But obviously, we are still in high season, I think, so that hopefully that'll drop down as it sort of carries on. So the reason why our plans changed and we ended up here rather than Portugal was basically the dog's fault. Cut a long story short, they both got a little teeth injury days apart from each other. So basically, firstly, Charlie did a little jump in the house.
He sleeps or likes to spend a lot of his time on the window ledge, so he can jump from our bed to the window ledge and back. And now normally he's perfect at doing this, but this time he didn't time it quite right, landed on the bed and sort of fell off it. He's okay, but he did sort of bang his tooth.
But banged his tooth.
Which was already wobbly.
And so now it's really wobbly and it's going to have to be taken out because it looks a bit sore and things like that. And I took a little video and went to show the vet. So Charlie needs to have his teeth cleaned and he's going to have at least 1, if not 2 of his teeth taken out. And then the next day, I'm pretty sure it was the next day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dizzee likes to chase geckos. He actually eats them if he can. And he was up on the roof and there was a gecko that ran across the wall. So Dizzee went charging towards the gecko, face first into the wall to get the gecko, and ended up completely knocking one of his teeth out.
I went up there, left him up there for a few minutes, that's it, because normally we keep an eye on him. Went up there and found the gecko's tail along with a tooth next to it.
Yes.
So they've both got to go to the vet, so they're going to have a clean anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Dizzee has to have another one of his tooth taken out, so they're going to look like right little gummy dogs. I mean, Dizzee's a bit teethy anyway, so I don't know what he's going to look like after this. But the only appointments we could get were like the end of this week, so we have to go back to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why the holiday was cut short, and that's why we've only ended up coming here instead. But we're quite happy anyway, because it's been a lovely couple of days here.
We've been a bit lazy though, so we are going to head into town a little bit later on.
Yeah, definitely, because all we've seen is the campsite and the ferrier so far. We've just been chilling out.
So anyway, we'll catch you in a bit when we actually leave this campsite.
If we leave this campsite.
Because that pool is tempting. So after a relaxed day of lounging by the pool, going in for another dip. Struggling to eat our salad with spoons.
We don't have any forks.
Or glasses.
That's the thing when you have a house and a van, you kind of get a bit muddled up with what's where. But anyway, we finally left the campsite. Yeah, look, there it is behind us. Not for good, we're just leaving to go into town and have a little look round. And it's quite windy, so sorry if there's any audio issues with that. And let's go to town. Go on, babies. So after looking for somewhere to sit down and have something to eat and drink, it's just crazy. Every single table, everywhere, is literally is completely full up. There's people everywhere. The only places that have got tables is like the ice cream stores, the ice cream restaurant. So I think we're going to have to leave the main area and find somewhere else, or either that or head to the campsite restaurant. Guess where we are? You might recognise it. We've been here all day and we're back here at the campsite, and we've decided to eat at the campsite restaurant because it was just hectic in town, and we thought it'd be quieter now because obviously it's September, so it's out of the main season. I don't know what it would have been like last month, but I mean it was good. It was nice to walk around the town and get a bit of atmosphere and things like that. It's just a shame we couldn't find anywhere to sit and have a drink and eat. Yeah. So now we've treated ourselves back at the restaurant with a nice jug of sangria, because we need it after all that walking around. And we've got some marinated cazon adobo, which is basically marinated dogfish.
One of our favourites, look at that. So yeah, we're just going to have this, and then I think go back to camp and have a quiet night.
And so cheers everyone.
Cheers. Cheers to you, cheers to you.
See you in the morning. Good morning guys, and yeah, well it's actually almost afternoon and we're having a bit of a panic because checkout is in 10 minutes. We've basically been getting on with work this morning, editing this video, starting to edit this video, and before you know it, it's 10 to 12 and we're like, what time's checkout? 12 o'clock, we haven't even packed up camp.
And we're not going to be able to use that lovely pool again, bit gutted.
But anyway, we want to go to the coast and it's not windy today.
at the moment.
At the moment, so we're going to head down to the coast.
And show you a beautiful beach, beautiful cliff walk, hopefully.
Yeah, but first, check out before we have to pay for another day.
So we've just arrived down a little dusty road to hopefully get to a stunning little beach with a nice little cove, little cliffs around. So
what happened when we tried to start the van? Is we forgot to film?
The usual thing, you know, when we said that the problem we think was solved, well, it isn't. Air's still getting in, so it's another trip to the mechanics to see if they can figure something out before the big journey.
Basically, we've changed all the filters, including the diesel filter, the air filter, oil and oil filter have been changed. We did ask our mechanic to have a look. He couldn't see anything wrong, and it's sod's law. In the garage, the van just started absolutely fine every time. Couldn't find any issues, but still now, when we just tried to start up, the reason why we didn't film is because we're actually filming on our phone to show the mechanic. And so hopefully, I mean, he's running absolutely fine. He sounds good. He's not roughing idle or anything like that. Not roughing idle. That sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? Not roughing idle. You know what I mean? So we're hoping it is a very, very small issue. Otherwise, we're just going to come back to the UK with the issue and get one of you lovely people to help us out.
We will be putting that question out there on our way back. We want someone to have a little look at Vinny.
Not just with this, loads of stuff.
But anyway, now this car park is rammed, so we've got to decide whether we're going to go or not.
Oh, what are we doing, Charlie? Can't decide, can we? Eh?
Basically, this car park is full, which means this little tiny little beach cove is going to be rammed with people.
Yeah,
so.
And it's only just after 12, so it's still early, so there's still going to be loads more people arriving, and you know, we're not really, the dogs won't be allowed if it's full of people. There's no way we'll be able to take the dogs.
As well, so.
Yeah, just as we're heading back now down this dusty road, there's so many cars coming towards us. That car park's already full, so I don't even know where they're going to park, but yeah, it's going to be far too busy for us on that beach, so we are going.
4202 for 1.5 kilometers.
We're trying somewhere else. Fingers crossed. There's parking!
Woo! Ooh.
The fasting is over, and we're enjoying black bananas and tiger nuts. But even though those bananas are like that on the outside, the inside they're completely fine. You don't eat green bananas after all, do you? Anyway.
Yes, we found a supply of chufas of tiger nuts. We ordered 5-kilogram bag.
Chufa party, woohoo! I don't know how long this 5-kilo bag is gonna last, because we have been like munching on quite a lot every day. So anyway, we're just gonna have this. We've got some little veggies going on in the pan there. We're just gonna do like a little omelette-y type thing, and got some nice what do you call these? Sandwichy thin things. I'm just gonna make something in there. A little bit of lunch, and then we'll just go for a little wander, because we do have to head back today, because the babies do have to have their teeth cleaned, and one of them's got to go in tomorrow morning first thing. We're a little bit worried about them, because it's not a very nice thing that they have to have done, but it will be better in the long run, won't it? Long run for them. Yes.
Oh my goodness me, look at that.
Yeah.
We're going to film you eating this as well?
Definitely not, because it's just going to make such a mess. And yes. Okay, just this bit. That one's fallen asleep laying, like sat up. They're so tired. They're so tired that we're going to leave them to nap. We've got all the shades up, it's nice and cool in the van, and we've left the little doggy cams on so we can check on them every 30 seconds. And we're just going to go and have a little look at the coast before we head off. So this place here, we actually stayed here at the beginning of this year, wasn't it?
Last year.
Was it? Oh yeah, just before the pandemic we stayed here, and I'll just do you a little clip so you can compare that with me now. I was walking backwards. So we stayed here,
and there was
last
lots
year
of motorhomes.
This was an actual motorhome stop, and we stayed here with other motorhomes, but now there's no motorhomes here, so I presume this looks all brand new. So you are not allowed to stay here anymore, otherwise this would be full of vans, like it was when we came here last time. Can I also just point out that yes, my hair has grown quite a lot longer since just before the pandemic.
So let's see how busy the beach is this time. Last time we came, I think it was like...
It was sunrise.
The sunrise, and it was early winter.
And
like
the,
January,
and the
February.
sea was right in, the ocean. So we're ocean now, aren't we? Atlantic.
Yeah. Atlantic Ocean is right into, it's basically cliffs dropping down to the sea pretty much.
Conil in the distance there, and you just look out to cliffs this way. It's a really nice area here. Conil is very, very nice, but we would say if you wanted to visit here like by van like we have, we would kind of recommend maybe coming just out of season. Like at the end of September, October would be perfect, or obviously in sort of April, May time, because it is busy.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to hang around for long because the dogs are knackered, which is why they're left in the van, and it is quite busy everywhere. The dogs can't actually go on a lot of the beaches, the busier ones.
Not this time of year. Very nice, isn't it? It's really nice. The sea looks a bit murky today though, doesn't it? The ocean looks a little bit murky. Probably wouldn't go snorkeling today, but quite a nice little bay. It would really be quite rude to come to the coast and not actually go in the ocean, wouldn't it? So we're going to have a little dip before we head off. Still a good temperature. Come on lads, get in!
We're going to end the vlog there, guys.
Here.
Here.
There.
Not there.
There
here.
or here.
Right here.
And,
we're going to end it now.
Yeah, so join us in the next video. We don't know what is going to be happening in the next video, but I do know one thing. We're going to have two really ugly little dogs with half their teeth missing. So yeah, we'll share the process of that, which is going to happen tomorrow and the next day.
We'll be repacking the van ready for the winter trip.
Hopefully all being well,
Fingers
but
crossed.
we won't promise anything, and we'll just see you next Thursday. So thanks guys, thanks so much for watching.
Take care, be safe, and see you next week.
Bye bye. My neck has come down when I jump in.
Refreshing.
Thanks for that spit.
Not the most attractive when you come out of the water.
I know, look at this.
So I think we're going to end the vlog there, guys.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, like the campsite was quite quiet, but everywhere else in Conil is still full holiday mode. Mode, yes. Okay, bye.